And welcome back to Praggers Gaming. I'm Gamer Praggers, and this is Citizen Sleeper. And we are a day away from the release of Citizen Sleeper 2, but don't worry, we will be finishing this run before moving on. So what can we do? We want the Yatagan agents. So we can use the ones for the Yatagan agents. And there should be another one just up here. There we go. Oh, we got some bonus cryo there as well. Okay, so we can now sell that Yatagan data. So that'll give us a bonus 40. There we go. So that's got us some cryo, which is good. What else can we do? Right, we need to help Bliss, don't we? And that's on a timer. Seal in the lead. We can't do that, but we can do this. Okay, depending on what we get next time round will be important. And we cannot get across to the Greenway yet, but a lot of the quests that we've got do depend on going across. Old exchange. And we also have. Oh no, that one's finished, isn't it? We need to go across to the Greenway. Yeah. Okay, side rail bridge. Okay, there's no time limit on that, but it does need to be done. We can't do anything there. We can't do anything there. So compressor club, that's not a timed one, is it? No, but we could have finished that. So let's overlook. Can we? We can't. Okay. So we can't buy there, but we can here. Right, we are going to buy some fungus, and we're going to end the cycle. Okay. Right, so we've got a 1. So we're going to use that for Yatagan data. Okay, so that gives us 2. Right. Let's... Right, hang on a minute. So we've got engage and endure. Engage... a chance to gain energy, and endures. So we want to do engage. Now I'm going to put the 4 in. Okay, we've paid off Ethan's debt. They are never going to release my debt, the shits. Ethan kicks at a locker and the sound rattles loudly around the room. Ethan paces around the small room, swearing to himself. You watch him from the locker room bench. Calm down, they'll do it. Ethan laughs. There's no way. He spits on the floor, an old habit. They like having snivelling little shits like us to work their club. Saves on the overheads and they get to boss us around. He kicks the locker again and swears. What did they say? Some shit about getting back to me. I swear to God, these are the most straight-edged gangsters I've ever seen. He laughs at his own joke. I can't do it. I can't spend another shift stopping spaces, bringing nail guns into the club, or pouring endless shots of griol for ignorant havenage work crews. He looks at the locker again, threatening it with a final kick. I mean it! I'm gonna go up there and shoot every single one of those shits. He makes a finger gun. Hold on. Don't get all excited. I haven't got my gun, remember? He stops pacing. But you know, Sleeper, that's not a bad idea you have there. I didn't have an idea. He ignores you. I don't mean shooting up the place. I mean getting a gun. He sits beside you on the bench. Think about it. What am I supposed to do when Maywick gets it? Shout him down? I need that gun if you want me to keep up my end of the deal. It's simple. An explosive personality for a distraction at the front. He places a hand on his own chest. A sneaky sleeper to go in the back. He pats your chest. It's stupid. It's stupid enough. Simple plans are the best. If they don't notice us take the gun, they'll never know it's gone. Plus, he stands up, after my distraction, they'll be happy to see the back of me. Or they'll want you dead even more. Either works. At least I never have to see the inside of this shithole again. He gives the locker one last kick, for good luck. Let me know when you want to do this. Then we both move as one. Meet up at the Bright Market after. But don't take too long, or I really will shoot this place up. He grins. You know I'll do it. Okay. So is that in here? Grab the gun. No, we need to speak to Bliss and get that. Let's put that one in. Hopefully we'll get the 2. We did. As you both wait in the airlock for it to cycle back to the bay, Bliss thumps you on the arm. Nicely done, Sleeper. We cleared that contract, no problem. She stretches. Once we're back in the bay, we can check if the payment has come through and divide it up. She stretches. Feels good. The airlock clunks and the lights flicker, and a moment later you are back in the bay, where Moritz is at the racks, trying to figure out where the mess of tools Bliss left in her wake should be hung. Hey, Moritz. Moritz looks over his shoulder. Sleeper. He spins a wrench in his hand. Looked like clean work out there. He nods respectively. You look over at Bliss, who's already gliding over to her management console. She twirls a little as she crosses the cavernous bay. No one you've ever met moves as well in Zero G as she does. It's like she was born into it. Shit! Bliss slams a fist into the console. Shit, shit, shit! What's up? I can't even. Bliss closes her eyes. Come here. Bliss calls you over. Look at this. Just look. She spins the terminal screen and you see the details for the bay's account. You see an entry for the Ember's Wake, a repair fee paid in full the moment you finished up the job, but then directly after, the whole amount was transferred back into an unknown account. What the hell? This is the work of my ex. She punches the terminal. He must have coded a back door into the machine before he left. She rubs her forehead. There's no way we can... She pauses, thinking. Moritz, throw me that wrench. You gonna fix it? Moritz spins the wrench across the bay. Bliss smiles. Something like that. Bliss brings the wrench down on the terminal, hard. You flinch backwards as a hail of computer parts spill up into the bay, in a glittering arc, fragments of screen, memory, sections of the casing. When Bliss is done, she clips the wrench to her tool belt. Try backdooring your way into that, you shit! Moritz drifts out of his hiding place amongst the racks. Bliss, he says tentatively, you want me to... He looks at the arc of fragments drifting around the bay nervously. Bliss shakes her head. No, she sighs. I've got you. You go get me a new terminal. Cheapest you can find. Cobble one together from pieces at the Ord Exchange if you have to. Can I help? Bliss glides over to the panel by the wall. Don't worry, one of the first things I had installed when we spec'd out this place was a cleaning sweep. She flicks over a plastic cover on a huge red button. Watch yourself. She hammers the button and a row of laser beams, emitters, unfold from the bay wall. They start crawling their way across the work area, frying the debris as they do in pulses of burning light. Bliss smiles. It's that, or just space the whole bay every few cycles. You okay? Not really. She stares at the sweep panel. Just don't seem to be able to extricate myself from this shit, no matter how hard I try. The cleaning sweep buzzes and crackles as it works its way across the bay. That account wasn't everything. I'm not that stupid. Once Moritz gets back, I'll secure it and flush everything else. She flicks a nearby piece of debris into the path of the sweep. Clean break. Then we take another contract. That's it. She shuts off the sweep as it reaches the near end of the bay. I'm in. You better be, because there's no way you're getting your investment back unless you are. She rubs her forehead. I'm sorry, Sleeper. I know you worked for this too, but next time won't be the same. That's okay. She smiles. See you in a few cycles. Moritz will let you know. She winks and kicks off into the bay to finish cleaning up. Okay. So we've got, what's that, 2 cycles to wait? 4 cycles. So let's... head down. And we've got 2. Can we do something for Rabia? Yeah, let's go with that. Oh, we got some scrap. Good news. So, we can sell some scrap, which gets us 12. And we got a couple of Yatagan data that we can sell. Right. Enter the Greenway, find Ashton. Okay, so for now, we will end the cycle. Okie dokie. So, we can't do the Yatagan data because we need a 1 or a 3, and we've got 2s, 5s, and 4s. So let's put that in. Okay. And import export. I can't do anything there. We've got enough to buy our way over. Let's play Tavla. It's not great. But we can help Ethan. The gun tucked safely into a pocket, you work your way down the stairs that lead up to the office. A doorman passes you and you exchange nods. It seems like you are in the clear. You hurry on, eager to get out before anyone spots anything. As you come down the main stairway into the front of the club, you see Ethan entering. He has a dark look in his eyes which troubles you. He's reaching into the pocket of his coat, slowly, carefully. You catch his eye and he raises an eyebrow. You shake your head. A long pause, then he nods and turns around, walking back out of the club. You exhale, not realizing you were holding your breath. And then you're out, without a single shout, without anyone noticing. You meet Ethan around the corner on a quiet, bright market walkway. You have it? What were you doing back there? I was about to start a distraction like we agreed. Just show me. You lift it out of your pocket, and it's colder, heavier than you expected. Ethan watches you take it out. Nice. Now if you would... He beckons with his hand. A memory jumps into your mind of Ethan in the compressor, hand out asking for his gun back. A memory followed by the memory of a sharp, dizzying pain. You flinch. Ethan eagerly grabs it and looks down the sights. He sighs a sigh of relief. Then he meets your eye and slowly raises the gun until it's pointing directly at your head. Not funny. You still don't get it, do you, Sleeper? Ethan spits. When they cancelled that contract, I lost everything. My reputation, my payout, any way of getting off this shitty station. Everything! All I had left was you, he grins. A naive little sleeper with a heart of gold. I couldn't believe it worked. And now we're done. He slides his slate out of the jacket pocket with his other hand. Now to call Maywick. No. Yep, he grins. He prods the slate. Done. He puts it away. He's here, you know, on the station. I've been speaking with him. He tells me we can split the contract, not 50-50, but enough of a finder's fee that I can get out of this shithole. He's lying. At this point, Sleeper, I'm not sure you are the one who I'd trust to spot a lie. He winks. Ethan glances around. I have learned one thing from you, though, Sleeper. In all our cycles working in that shitty club, he smiles. People never know when to cut and run. It's like they freeze in the headlights when the future is bearing down on them. They watch it coming, watch their death flying in at a fraction drive speed. You had every chance, and yet still, you kept on going, like some idiot robot going through the motions, even when you knew you'd be crushed, he smirks. And let me tell you something else. The shot enters through the upper back, and he crumples immediately to the ground. You drop too without thinking, pressing yourself to the walkway floor like it might save you. Silence. You look up and see him coming down the walkway, silent, eyes alight. Maywick. You freeze in fear. Here it comes. You see it, just by Ethan's crumpled body, the gun. You can't. You inch forward. You go for it. You run forward and a shot sounds out. You feel it ripple over your back. Then your hands are on the gun and you scramble to your knees behind Ethan's body and fire. You close your eyes. You fire again, and again, and again, until the clip is empty and all that are left are clicks. Then you drop the gun and stand up. You don't hear anyone running. You don't hear anything. You just hear the sound of your own breath. You start walking, stepping over Ethan's static body, walking along the walkway, and then past Maywick, his eyes now dark, some mechanical fluid leaking from his chest, perhaps the same fluid that is inside you. You try not to think about it. You keep going and the sound comes back. The eye comes back. And as it does, you hear the sounds of thousands of people getting on with their lives. Thousands of people who are just going to keep going until they can't anymore. You look up, and all you see are the wheeling stars. They are spinning, and you are suddenly dizzy, though the eye has always spun like this, hasn't it? And you don't stop walking, you keep going. That's all there is now, the path forward. S and ARP have left you no history, no past to speak of, just a void that threatens to swallow you if you slow down. You think of Ethan's smile, his voice, and feel sick. Is it over? You aren't sure it ever can be, but you are still here, and you can't stop now. There has to be a better end than this. Well. Well. Okay, so we have 2 upgrade points. So we can use self-repair, we can use scrap components to get to improve our condition. Which might be an idea. Because let's get that. Yeah. So then if we... oh, yes, the scrap freighter. We can buy scrap. Oh. Interesting. Let's buy another load of scrap. There we go, that's what we want. I'm going to buy another one. Oh, 2 ship mine fragments. Now, alright. Tambour Teahouse. Wait, what? Interesting. Right, pass import export. So we can sell a full ship mind for 150. And we've got 2. Or fabricator. Fabricate ship mind, we're gonna need 3. Okay. So if we go back to our container, self-repair. With some careful aim, you can patch up your damaged body with scrap components. The result isn't pretty, but I don't know how much that'll give us back. Okay, we've got Havenage data. Right, let's just have a look at Tambour Teahouse. Ooh. Oh, and we can hand in the gun box. Oh, well, well, well. Right, let's just pop that in. How much did we get for that? 10 cryo. And we have another 90. Yeah. Okay. So, or, if we had decent dice, we could get some... Right, let's hand in the gun box. As you go to leave the Tambour Teahouse, a hand falls on your shoulder. Sleeper, Feng hisses from behind you. How did you find me? The penguin. Penguin, what are you... He thinks for a second. Oh, you mean... He mimes, throwing gum in his mouth. That wasn't meant for you specifically, but... Look, it doesn't matter. Come, let's sit. Feng guides you down a set of stairs to one of the Tambour's lower levels. The tea house is stacked with curved mezzanines, all connected by a central atrium. The levels are filled with makeshift booths and bars and conversation bounces, busily off the metal walls. Feng sees you looking around. This place used to be a fuel tanker's main drum, hence the name. The tea house part of it? A bit of a misnomer though. You can get anything the eye offers from this place. The real tea isn't exactly readily available. He picks a booth, itself fashioned from some old salvaged tank or container lined with spongy insulation foam, and collapses into it. He looks around furtively. Don't suppose you've seen any Havenage types? They don't usually come out this far. Only you. Only you! Ha, not anymore, I'm afraid. Suspended without appeal. Turns out Hardin has someone's ear. He grins. Doesn't bother me though. It shows we hit a nerve back there. He picks a scrappy hand-scrawled menu from the table and tosses it over. What are you drinking? Why are you so calm? You know any reason I shouldn't be? He leans in, suddenly concerned, but then he waves the idea away. Hold that thought. Let's order first. Feng is right. The menu is ridiculous. There's at least 10 different infusions, most of which you can't make out, but the paper is dominated by an extensive complement of esoteric alcohols and cocktails. Black tea is listed without a price as a seasonal speciality. So you ran into Hardin. Was he pissed? Feng doesn't wait for an answer. That snake is so self-righteous he might actually believe that Erlin wouldn't approve of this meritocratic bullshit. He taps on the table. If Havenage was like it should be, like it was founded to be, they would have shouted him down at any council meeting he dared to mention true citizens. But I guess his kind run the place now. A young woman with a vine tattoo snaking up her arm turns up at the booth, a slate in hand. Your order? You skim the menu, your eyes glazing over, time to pick something. Kelp infusion. She nods and notes. And you? She begins looking to Feng, but when she sees him, she suddenly stops. What the? Feng shrinks a little. You're supposed to be working. This is your shift, he grins. You are supposed to be working. This is your shift, he grins sheepishly. You work here? Feng waves you to be quiet. Look, Jenna, let's just say this is my break. My friend here has been through a lot. Jenna looks between the two of you. Feng also starts nodding. 2 minutes, he says. Jenna. 2 minutes, says Jenna, pointing at Feng. And only because I don't want to get dragged into whatever this is. She gestures at the table and walks off. What? Feng stretches out in the booth. You know how it is. We all have to eat. Plus, he leans in, this is the best place around here to find a person you might be looking for. Who? Remember that web of connections that Hardin pinged the moment we confronted him? Those are his collaborators. And if we want to understand what a Solheim executive might be getting up to on the eye, those are the people we have to find. Feng is almost whispering now. There's a couple of them I suspect are in the low end, and, well, almost everyone in the low end comes through this place at one time or another. He brings a modified slate out onto the table. I've set this up so that when anyone with the network signature I'm looking for comes into close proximity, it'll mark them. Once they're marked, we can break through their access protocols and get at the good stuff inside. We just have to find them first. Hence, me moonlighting as a waiter. Suddenly a smile grows across his face. Wait, I have an idea! What? Look, I can't cover enough of the low end on my own, and so far I've had no matches in this place. With two of us, we can cover more ground. How? Well, Feng has a hangdog look. We need to get you out and about in the low end, in close proximity to as many people and residences as possible, and it turns out my friend Mingyi needs some help with deliveries, as in Mingyi Express. Ah, so you know him already, perfect. Feng places a tiny receiver on the table. This connects to my slate and runs the same marking protocol if you get near any of our targets. So all you have to do is take some delivery shifts for old Mingyi, and soon enough we'll have the place covered. Feng, don't give me that you think I like working here and I thought you could use the tips? He grins. We're in this together, right? Right. Okay then. Feng slips his slate back under his clothes. Just head on to the Mingyi Express, take a delivery shift, and we'll see what shakes up. You manage to find anyone and extract any data? Bring it right down here to me. They have me on double shifts, so I shouldn't be hard to find. Jenna walks past carrying a tray of drinks and sharply catches Feng's eye. I don't think she's bringing you drink. He stands. I think it's time we call this meeting to a close. You grab the receiver from the table and slip it into a pocket. See you soon, sleeper. Stay safe, Feng adds, before turning and walking off towards the bar, whistling as he does. Well now. Okay, so we need to do deliveries. So we're going to take the 2. We got 9. Okay. That's not too bad. Right. We're going to sell the rest of the Havenage data. Because I'd rather, as much as we've got... So what's that? 4. Takes me down to 3, I think. Yeah. Right, so that gives us a fair amount of cash. We've got 2 things. Yeah, we can't do that. And we can't unload. And there's nothing there. But how much is... Oh, it's only 64. Okay. Right, I am going to grab some stabilizer, so we've got some. Not that we're going to be using it just yet. And we can't buy food there, but we could do a repeatable action. Right, let's buy that. Okay. Right, let's empty container. Right. We're going to self-repair. No, we're not. Because I think we'll get 3 dice on this cycle. You wake from dreams of Maywicks, amber eyes floating in a pool of dark liquid. It was difficult to get to sleep, and you suspect that isn't about to change anytime soon, not after what happened. You also feel something else as you get up, thumb the power stud of the stove and begin to boil the water, like every morning. You feel something is lifted, something that has been hanging over you since you arrived on this station. You try not to think too hard about it, to question it. You just let that lightness stay, let it settle, as you go through your routines. Your hope is that if you don't focus on it, don't look at it directly, it won't get scared and leave you. That the lightness will stay, for this cycle, and then another, and then another. Because after all what's happened, after all that's happened, a little lightness would be nice. Okay. So, right, first of all, we're going to get, not Havenage, we're going to get a couple of Yataghan data, which we can sell. which gets us some money. Hack Harden's network help Bliss compete. I don't think that's ready yet. No, we've still got 2 more cycles. And that's 80. Buyer's office. Okay. We'll do another one as well. Okay. As you say your goodbyes to the other enforcers and walk back through the low end, a chirping catches your attention. In a quiet corridor, away from the main thoroughfares, someone has stuck a small recorder to the wall with suit sealing tape. Written across the fluorescent tape is one word: sleeper. You peel it away from the wall, and as you do, it triggers some kind of improvised trip switch. Sleeper. Sabine's voice crackles through. I've seen you with Yadigan members. Are they holding you captive too? A high whine. I'm sorry if I've dragged you into this. Do not trust them. Something is happening within the gang. Some kind of power struggle. You cover the little speaker a little. Their voice too loud in the quiet corridor. I will come soon. Thanks to your efforts, I've located most of their properties. At the right time. I will see you soon. Don't give up. Remember our deal. The recording cuts out. You stare at the recorder, processing what you've just heard. Hearing Sabine's voice again opens up something inside of you. An SNRP employee. Did they know that I know? You struggle with a mix of concern and distrust. You throw the recorder into a nearby waste chute as you leave the corridor, still unsure who to trust, and head directly out of the low end. Right. But I think... yeah, that's... we could... yeah, there's not a whole lot we can really do at the moment. So... let's put the scrap in. Okay, so it just gives us one condition. Okay. Okay. Right. Right. Let's do that, because we'll get scrap. Yep. We've got one more cycle for Bliss. We still haven't disabled our tracker. Okay. The overlook. Yeah, we'll put a shift in at the building that's still. Oh, we got some scrap. Handy. And then no. We'll do that. Ooh, nice. Cryo. And a couple of targets. But that is where we're going to end this. We're not going to self-repair, because I think we're okay on 3 dice for the time being. But we will use the stabilizer. We've only got the 2 scrap. And once we get another ship mind, we can exchange that for a ship mind core. And I think we can sell that for 150. I'm tempted to keep hold of it though, in case we have another need for it. But that's all for now. Thank you for hanging out. Don't forget to leave a like on the video if you enjoyed it. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing to the channel, ticking the bell so you know when new videos go live. In the description is a link to the channel Discord. Feel free to come and talk about the games you're playing, the games I'm playing, games in general, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace!